in order to increase the income, productivity, and the resilience of this. We have got the support of the Lombardia province in Italy, but also we think that the fact that our project was published in this booklet, it's a very important way of disseminating our experience. So we hope that through the distribution of this network, other municipalities can learn about what we are doing, but also we hope to learn from this booklet, from the experiences of other cities, what they are doing, so that we can improve not only on the methodology, but also on the results of what we are doing. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mayor, and I think wonderful example of the circular economy in a different cultural context. I think you'll agree. Now I'd like to invite the next speaker. Mayor, do you have the clicker by any chance, or? Okay, no problem. We just you don't want to run the next PowerPoint, probably. So the next speaker is Anne-Marie Goat from Utrecht, the advisor for public health there, and she'll give us a different perspective on their practice that was also part of this project. So welcome, Anne-Marie.
Well, good afternoon, everybody here in Tel Aviv. My name is Anne-Marie Gout. I'm from the municipality of Utrecht. I work there as an advisor on public health. I hope you can hear me, and I hope I'm not too loud. Is it okay? Okay. I'm honored to be able to tell something about Utrecht food practice, a promising practice. We use food. Food for us is a means to reduce inequalities. And I hope this practice will inspire you and also help you in your work to make your own city more socially sustainable. This is where Utrecht is situated. It's a Dutch city in the Netherlands. It's situated in the center of the country, and it's the 4th city in the country. It's a very fast-growing city. Within the next 20 years, we will grow with 23%, and in the year 2040, we will have 430,000 inhabitants. We are also an economically successful city, which is wonderful, but not everybody benefits from these developments, especially people with low education, people living in a low socio-economic situation, have difficulty benefiting from these developments, and we really have a risk of widening gaps between different groups of people and between neighborhoods. We have a new city council and administration since May this year, and our government really wants to be an inclusive city where everybody, there's a place for everybody. And there's a lot of attention for all kinds of inequalities concerning housing, jobs, education, sustainability, possibilities for young people, and also on health issues, on health inequalities. And food, we see food as a means of reducing all those kinds of inequalities. And yet, I have to be honest, food is a relatively new and small item within the municipality, but it's also growing in significance. On this map, you can see how differences in equalities in health turn out. In the dark blue areas, in the dark blue neighborhoods, the life expectancy of people is far below average, and it's connected to several kinds of diseases in our cities. People with low income, for instance, 21% of them have diabetes, while the average in Utrecht is only 3%. So we are talking about really big inequalities. Our food policy is connected and part of our public health policy. And the biggest challenge we have is the change in health behavior. And it's something I'm sure you recognize from your own city. Until recently, in public health policy, we focused on food and health literacy and on awareness raising. That is, we focused on people and on lifestyle issues. That is, in this figure, it's the red and the orange parts that influence the health of people. Now we focus more and more on the social environment of people, the people they connect with in schools and jobs and so on, and also on the physical environment, the neighborhood they live in. That is the yellow and the green part in this figure. And why is this focus on the environment? That is first because changing your behavior is very, very difficult as a human being, I should say. And when you, especially when you are a more vulnerable citizen, it's very difficult to do that. Also, our food and feeding behavior is very habitual. We are influenced by all kinds of cues, physical, social. For instance, in supermarkets, all kinds of marketing we get along the way during the day, and also the behavior and ideas of close relatives. And thirdly, stress due to all kinds of problems, severe problems like debts, take up mental bandwidth people have, so there's no room for them to change behavior and to make better choices, as this quote of a person who's living in poverty in our city states. We really believe that this approach takes longer, far longer, but we also believe that it will last longer. What do we do as a municipality? What is our contribution? We put a healthy and sustainable food environment on the agenda within our own municipality in the different departments and try to work together with our colleagues. But also in the city, all kinds of projects, initiatives, businesses, and in networks with all kinds of different organizations, banks, economic organizations, retailers, and we really try to connect these different networks. So we work on a local and regional level, but also on a national level. Utrecht is one of the leading cities in the City Deal Food on the Urban Agenda. This is a cooperation of 12 Dutch cities who work together with the region and national authorities, and we really try to change the food system in the Netherlands, and we do that bottom up, starting in cities. Another contribution is that we really try to take action. We advise on all kinds of health and food issues concerning urban planning within the municipality. We have several advisors who give advice to colleagues who work in spatial planning, and they address all kinds of health issues concerning air quality, mobility issues, green spaces in our city, children's playgrounds, and also food. Food is a new issue in this way. And we are really experimenting, learning, trying to understand how the food environment works within our city and for our people. In schools, sport canteens, retail, fast food, and we are also exploring the legal possibilities we have. And we really work hard to make health at the heart of our urban development. I want to end my short story with 4 examples to give you an idea of a healthy and sustainable food environment. Clockwise, to the left above, there's the greenhouse, which is a new restaurant in a circular building where organic and regional food is served in an 80-20 ratio concerning vegetables and meat. To the right, it's in stock. It's also a restaurant, but of a different kind. It serves meals of food that is otherwise wasted in one way or another. Then below, local to local, This is a corporation of regional products, but it's far more than that. It's also an engine in all kinds of short chain developments, because this is quite a struggle. And then to the left again, Rijnvliet. This is a newly built neighborhood in Utrecht. And it's very special because the public green spaces in this neighborhood are designed following the principles of food forests. So this neighborhood will be edible. And I think these initiatives show that if you work together, you can really contribute and make a movement together in creating a healthy and sustainable food environment in your city. I thank you for your attention.
Thanks to Anne-Marie, and now I think with the city deal and with the work of Utrecht and other cities within Netherlands, you start to see that, and in other countries too, that the impact of cities on transforming systems at other scales, national, even transnational, is well within reach. Finally, I'd like to introduce from Shanghai, the Deputy Division Chief of the Division of Catering Supervision in the Shanghai Food and Drug Administration. And Chiang Lei, please welcome you to the stage.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm